There we go. And enjoy the practice today. You will most likely need a bolster and 1 or 2 blocks for our practice. I came to the mat today with a sequence in my head. And when I sat down, I actually flipped and completely changed that sequence. So you are going to get something completely different from what I originally planned. So I hope you enjoy. Let's start in a comfortable seat, and you can sit on something. You can sit against something. Please make sure that you are comfortable in that seat, because we are going to be there for about 5 to 10 minutes, just doing some breath work and some meditation. Taking the hands to the knees and just allow the shoulders to rest easy down the back, and feel that the neck is nice and soft. You know, you're not holding any tension from your day, and you can just gently release the chin to the chest and then lifting the chin to the sky. Then maybe you wish to close the eyes, or you take a soft gaze here down towards the mat. And just find a steady, comfortable breath. Be aware of your breath traveling in through the nostrils, the temperature as it travels in, sending it all the way around your body, to the fingertips, to the toes, to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, allow that exhale to release and let go of anything you don't need to hold on to, that doesn't need to be here with you now. Letting go of the tightness, any tension. So the breath in gives you that energy, and the breath out releases tension. And just notice the pause at the top of the inhale and the emptiness, the nothingness at the base of the exhale. If you find yourself becoming distracted and thoughts may pop in, return back to your focus on your own breathing rhythm, maybe counting each breath in and out of equal length. And as the breath becomes rhythmic, settled, easy, and comfortable, take your focus into the physical body. Notice how you feel. Give yourself a body scan all the way from the crown of the head, down the spine, into the legs, into the feet. And if you notice that you're holding tightness, gripping, or discomfort anywhere, stay there a little while. Focus your breath to that area. And then once you have given yourself that full body scan, knowing how you feel, how you can then respond to your practice today, always coming to the mat in the present and not having these expectations from previous visits. Draw into your third eye, your area of intuition, just between the eyebrows. Focus on this area. Relax the forehead. Relax the facial expression. Relax the area around the eyes. This is our area of focus and clarity, intuitive thought. Our area of being mindful. You are the leader of your life. You get to decide the way it will go. Don't give your power away by waiting for someone else to provide direction. The power to choose and create lies within you. And when you harness those powers, your life becomes a work of art. What do you choose today? What do you want to create? Take action to move toward the vision of the life you desire. And be the leader you were born to be and choose to create. Taking a few deeper breaths now, just bringing awareness back into the physical. Bringing movement back into the hands, the fingers, the wrists, the shoulders. And just move freely as if you were awakening in the morning. So maybe that's releasing your head or your neck. Maybe you choose to stretch. Just release the spine. Release the legs if you wish to, and just move a little bit. Maybe introducing a few twists, side bends, little forward folds, and little back extensions. And then release the knees up towards one another. Take the hands through and under and relax the belly, the chest down over the thighs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears as you let the head drop. Feel the weight of your head working towards the knees. Breathe through the back body. And then slowly unroll, and we're going to come into a reclined posture of supported butterfly. So if you have a bolster, you can use that underneath your back. And you can use blocks if you wish to. You don't have to, of course, to support the knees. So with the blocks, you just basically put the blocks in a nice comfortable place. Soles of the feet are together. And if you need to, you can put a little blanket or something underneath the head. And then take the arms out to the side. Palms face up. And allow yourself just to settle into this posture of supported butterfly. So you're in a back bend, you've got the hips open. If the hips are too much, you can always close the legs and place the soles of the feet down onto the floor. So try and soften as much as you can into this posture. Close the eyes, relax the face. Find that steady and even, easy and comfortable rhythmic breath. As you lie here, be present. Don't let your thoughts wander to past or future. Be present with your physical and your breathing. Reminding yourself of that area of intuition between the eyebrows. The area of drishti, focus, clarity, being mindful. Slowly breathing in, lifting the arms just up above the head. Interlace the fingers and just press the palms back a little bit to stretch the arms. And then bring the arms forward towards the belly and take hold of the belly here. So you can relax the elbows down by the side of you and maybe the palms separate. And just allow the hands to cradle the sides of the body, the waist or the belly here. And feel those deep belly breaths, breathing in and filling the back of your hands, filling the palms with that deep breath in. And you feel the belly deflate as you breathe out. Feel the warmth from your own body. Just a few more breaths. Filling deep into the belly area. Visualizing your diaphragm moving up and down as you breathe in and out. And then release the hands to the thighs and gently lift the legs towards one another. Take the feet wide, drop the knees in towards one another, just relax into the hips a little bit, and the hands come down by the side of the body. Lifting the head, gently looking along the body. You're going to press into the forearms and the elbows just to lift yourself up and just roll that bolster away. And come down all the way onto your back and gently draw the knees in towards the chest and start to roll out from side to side. So you can introduce a few little circles so that you can release the sacrum, the tailbone, the coccyx, and circle the other way. And feel the whole of your back body now flat because coming from that little back bend supported by the bolster, we want to feel connection all the way from the shoulder blades, the upper, the middle back, sides of the waist, the lower back, and the pelvis. Take the knees out to the side as you just gently circle. Just releasing from that supported butterfly. And then release the legs long, lifting the arms up above the head. Big, big stretch, pointing the feet, stretching the toes, reaching the fingers back. Let's come into our crescent stretch, which is our banana asana. So we shuffle the shoulders over to the top right corner. We take hold of the left wrist if you wish to. You can bend the elbows and then walk the feet over to the right as well. And if you wish to deepen this posture, you can just cross that left ankle over the right foot, and the head can turn towards the right armpit. Taking a few steady breaths just to get into the posture. Make sure you're comfortable. We're going to stay for a couple of minutes each side. So feel the stretch all the way from the wrist down to the ankle. And if you've kind of overstretched your crescent and your banana, you might wish to bring the arms or the legs back just a little bit. And visualize your body from above. Visualize that you are in this crescent shape. Using your breath to relax as much as you can. Reminding yourself to let go of tension and tightness with each exhale. Slowly bring the head back into center. Bring the arms back into center. Release the arms by the side of the body. Release that left leg. Take a moment to rest in Shavasana, just your neutral posture. Inhale the arms up above the head. Stretch and point the feet. Reach the fingertips away, reach the toes away, and then come into the opposite side as you shuffle the shoulders over to the left side of your mat. Taking hold of the right wrist this time, shuffle the feet over and maybe extending that foot over the left ankle. And the head rests to one side. Take a few breaths just to settle in. Visualizing that crescent shape from above. And breathe into the stretch from the right side, wrist, down to the right ankle. Bringing the head back into center as you breathe in. Shuffle the shoulders and the arms back into the center. Release the hands by the side. Then release the feet into neutral Shavasana as you just respond from the crescent side stretch. And gently draw those knees in towards the chest once more. Just roll and massage out. We're going to come into a little bit of a twist so the arms can come out to the side of you. Palms face up and possibly at shoulder height. And then just keeping the knees tight together, keep the toes and the ankles tight together. You're going to engage the abdominals and just roll the hips over to the right. Try to keep the knees together. Try to keep the left shoulder grounded. So the knees are wanting to pull you down towards the earth, but you're drawing that left palm, left shoulder downwards. Maybe the feet come down. You feel the twist through the torso. Good. Keep the chest nice and open to the sky, reminding yourself of those abdominals. And breathing in, use the abdominals to bring you back into the center. Go to the other side, roll onto the left hip. Keep the knees, the feet, the ankles together as much as you can. Maybe the feet come down first. Maybe the knees come down, but anchoring through the right arm, right shoulder, chest is open to the sky. You might find that one side twists a little bit more than the other. And bring back into center using the core abdominals. I'm going to do that once more. See if we get a bit more depth. Rolling over to the right hip. Breathing out, letting go. Breathing in, come back into center and rolling over to the left, breathing out. Breathing in and then release the knees a little bit. Lift the head away from the mat, curl into a tight ball. You can take the hands underneath the thighs here and just tight ball. Draw the thighs towards the belly. Chest lifts towards the knees and the head lifts towards the knees. And then release and take time to roll over to one side and just press yourself up. And let's come into a tabletop position. So releasing the hips from side to side, just making sure that the palms are nice and stable and grounded. You're really spreading those fingers and feeling each and every finger bed. Lift up the abdomen here, nice long line through the spine from the crown of the head right back to the sit bones. And just sway the hips from side to side, and then you can start to move the head to the opposite side. So hips go left, head goes right. Hips go right, head goes left. You're just rolling on the shins. Then bring back into center, find a cat and cow here. Closing the eyes, breathing in for cow, breathing out for cat. Pressing away from the mat, through those palms and the knees, tops of the feet. Few more mobilizations through the spine. And then releasing back into a child's pose. You can take your bolster with you if you like. And then just laying down on your bolster. Relaxing the spine, relaxing the head. Dropping the hips back towards the heels. And if the head is resting on the mat, or if it's resting on the bolster, or if it's resting on your hands, just take a moment to feel that center point, the area between the eyebrows, Arajna, the area of Drishti, focus, visualization, and intuition. And rolling up through the spine, pushing your bolster away, we're going to come all the way down into a prone position. So on our bellies, bringing the feet together, big toes touch, heels just fall out to the sides, and you can just sway the hips here a little bit, release the belly, soften the back and soften the buttocks. Let there be no tension anywhere in the muscles or the joints. Let's take a chest opener here. So the left arm goes out to the side of you. Again, maybe in line with your shoulder. If that's too much of an opener, you can bring the arm a little bit closer down towards the hip. We're going to roll over onto the left hip, and we're going to open up through the right leg. So the right leg might lift up, and you open up the hip here and place the sole of the foot down onto the floor. The left ear stays down on the mat, and you use your right palm just to stabilize you there. Try to release any tension here that you might have in that left armpit, shoulder, left side of the chest, left rib cage. If the head doesn't quite meet the mat, you can always use a block underneath the head. And slowly roll back into that prone position. Release the left arm down by the side of your body, palm face up. Right hand comes underneath the forehead. And just breathe into that left stretch now. Taking it to the other side, left hand comes forward, right arm goes out in line with your shoulder, or again, bringing it downwards towards the hip. Palm face down, roll over, left foot opens up and places on the mat behind you, using the block to support the head or resting down onto the side of the head or temple. Just notice right to left, how does one side feel? More open, more tight, more challenge. Use the breath. And slowly release back into the center. The left palm this time comes underneath the head, and the right hand goes back to the hip, palm up to the sky. Relax into that right armpit, right chest, right side. And I bring the hands underneath you into Sphinx, sliding up onto the forearms, fingertips facing forward. Your choice here with the legs, you can choose to widen the knees to the outer edges and bring the toes together. That's your choice. Or you can, of course, keep them flat, but I would rather that you keep the tops of the feet pressing down and the heels aren't rolling in towards one another so that the hips are opening. So choosing your options here. Keep pressing away from the mat, and neck is nice and long. And you're really lifting up through the entire abdomen, all the way through the heart space, right up to the throat. And if you've lifted those legs, keep dropping the hips, keep dropping the pelvis. They get heavier and heavier towards the mat. And slowly widen the elbows. Release the head to the back of the hands. Bring the big toes to touch. This time, the right leg goes out to the side into half a frog. So the knee is only ever in line with the hip or back down towards the foot. So you're going to gently flex into that right foot. The toes are pointing away. You can, of course, stay down so the head can be resting on the mat or down on the hands, or you might wish to come up into that half sphinx option. The left leg is long along the mat and you're really pressing down into the tops of the feet, trying to release through that right hip into that frog, half frog posture. And drawing through the abdomen all the way up through the heart space into the chest and the throat, relaxing the face. And widen the elbows. If you chose the Sphinx option, rolling down through the rib cage, take a moment to stay in half frog. See if that changes anything for you when we're not adding the back bend. And then release the right leg back. Sway out through the hips. Left leg comes out, bending into the knee 90 degrees and flexing through the foot. Toes are drawing up towards the shin, and you can stay down, of course, or you can choose that Sphinx option. Elbows are underneath the shoulders, keeping lifted. Just notice any differences right to left. And remember that that right leg is really long, pressing into the tops of the feet. The leg is engaged and active, just as the spinal extensors are. And then widening the elbows as you gently roll down belly, rib cage, chest, head returns to the hands. You keep the left leg out for a moment in frog. And then sweeping that left leg back and swaying out through the hips. So pressing yourself back nice and gently through tabletop, back into a wide leg child's pose. So the knees go wide, toes come together. And again, you can rest the head on a block or onto the backs of the hands. I want you to be really aware of the third eye through this practice here. The area of focus, concentration. And then gently rolling up through the spine, come into kneeling if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can just sit on a bolster or a block. Just take a moment to realign the spine. dropping shoulders away from ears. Maybe you feel that your neck has extended a few centimeters. And then swinging the legs around in front of you. Let's take a forward fold. So choosing options, you've got the option of putting the head on blocks. You can put the head on a bolster, or you might wish to just take your forward fold without any props at all. So you can take a fold which releases the chin towards the chest and you roll down through the spine, or you might wish to lengthen the spine a little bit. Your choice, your forward fold. Remembering the reading at the beginning, making decisions for yourself. Some things don't work for all bodies. And each breath in, you give yourself a little bit of a lift. So you're getting freedom from the belly away from the thighs and almost bringing the chest forward towards the knees and the shins and letting the head and neck relax. So each breath in, you're lengthening the spine. Each breath out, you're deepening into the fold. Only going as far as your spine and your hamstrings allow. Nice and slowly start to come out of the fold again, choosing your option to come out, maybe rolling up through the spine or flat back. Bring you up to seated, come into Dandasana, staff pose, so the hands come back by the side of your hips. You're going to turn the toes up towards the shins, pressing the soles of the feet away and draw the elbows in. So you're sitting really nice and tall here. This is an active, very strong position. Dandasana, staff pose. So the spine is long, shoulders are relaxed. If it's too much, you can always bend the knees. And a couple of options for the next one. It's either an upward facing plank or an upward facing tabletop. So if you're coming into an upward facing tabletop, the knees are bent with the soles of the feet on the floor and you lift the hips. Or upward facing plank, you're going to lift the hips and point the toes down. Oh, might need to take my socks off there. Not got any grip at all. And your wrists are your choice again. Maybe they're facing forward, maybe they're facing out to the sides. Good, lovely. Lift the hips a little more, look along the body, or look to the sky. Open the chest, open the shoulders, and release down the buttocks. Lovely. Come off the wrists, give them a circle. Good. Give them a little flex and release and a little shake. Yeah. Good. So right leg comes into the left thigh. And again, just be careful of your foot here. Try not to really let the ankle go soft. So really pressing the sole of the foot against the thigh. And then just gently push that knee down as much as is comfortable, okay? So you can just gently ease it down. We're going to take Janu Shasana, half head to knee pose or half butterfly, releasing over that leg. And exhale. Again, that lift on the inhale still stays the same and the exhale deepens. Trying to draw the right shoulder downwards. So you're really trying to level off the shoulders. Letting the head release as much as you can towards the knee. It's not called head to knee pose for a reason. And then nice and slowly lengthen the spine, release the arms, and lift that right knee up and over. Coming into a twist, so you can ground through that right foot either by the calf or by the thigh. And if that's too much, you can always place it on the inside. So sweeping the arm back around, make sure that belly becomes free of the thigh. It's not getting compressed and stuck there. And then opening up the chest, maybe the gaze goes back over that back shoulder. Just finding length into the spine here and the rotation into the vertebra. And bring back into center and release the legs. This time left leg, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So bringing that foot towards the thigh and just gently easing that knee out without forcing the hip too much. And sitting nice and tall, inhaling, lengthening, giving yourself space from the belly to the thigh. Exhaling, reaching over. This time you're drawing the left shoulder downwards to equal and parallel with the right, letting the head relax towards the knee, protecting the spine. By drawing in the belly. Deep breath in and out. Lengthening the spine away, reaching the arms, and then lifting that knee up, placing it either on the inside or the outside of your twist. So turning, twisting, getting the belly free, elbow comes over, or you can hug, and then you can take the gaze either forward to the side of the mat or back over that back shoulder. Try to feel the inhale breath as you're lengthening of the spine and your exhale breath as you're deepening through the rotation. And bring it back into center. Release the legs. Get your bolster or a block, or actually you'll probably need both. So the bolster goes widthways down your mat, and your block is used to support your head. This is again a side stretch. So what we did on the mat, you're going to nestle yourself into your bolster, and then use your block on any of the levels to support the head. Legs might be out together on top of one another, or you might wish to place one leg in front of the other. And that top arm can stay on the hip, or if you want a little bit more opening, you can relax the arm and rest it on top of the head. So just finding a comfortable place so that you can nestle into that bolster in the side of your body, really allowing all of the weight to go in to the bolster. Breathing out, letting the weight drop even more. And slowly, if you took the arm over the top of the head, release the arm first. Then you can use the underneath arm to press yourself up. Keep the bolster where it is for now. And then if you've got that block handy, We're going to put the forearm on the block, or you might wish to just place the forearm down. We're going to come into a forearm side plank. So again, choosing your options with the feet. Maybe one foot comes in front, maybe they're on top of one another. So you're going to push up through the forearm, lifting away. Oh, maybe come on my mat a little bit more. So lifting up into your side plank. Maybe that top arm lifts up towards the sky. So really use the forearm to press away. Good. Breathing, smiling, a little bit of strength work. And a release down and change to the other side. So setting yourself up. Bolster, block. Really making sure that that bolster is nestling into the side of the waist rather than the rib cage. Finding the block underneath the head. The left arm releases forward with the palm face up. Then you can choose the option with the legs. And breathe out, let everything go. Release. And then maybe that top arm comes over. You're resting the arm on your head, so you're not holding the arm up in the air. So these are just passive ways of stretching the side body, and quite often in our daily lives we don't stretch the side body unless you have a sport like golf. Maybe golf will do that. If you play tennis, it's another good one for the side body. Breathing it out, letting go even more. And then releasing the arm first. And then pressing yourself up, choosing the option of where the forearm goes, either on the block, and then choosing the position of your legs for your forearm plank. Either one comes in front or both feet together, pressing up, lifting the hips away from the bolster. Then you can choose to release that top arm up towards the sky. Keep lifting the hips away from the mat, pushing them up to the sky. Change the gaze, a little bit of challenge. Up to the top hand. Press, press, press. Smile, breathe, and slowly release. Move the bolsters away, move the blocks away. And we've got one more posture, so we're just going to come down onto our backs for the moment and just draw the knees in, just release the sides of the body, give the arms a little shake, massage the shoulders, massage the waist, massage the lower back, the sacrum, just wiggle around. It's like a free little massage. And then our last posture is feet up against a wall. If you're don't have a wall handy, you can use a sofa. So you can put the legs on a sofa or on a chair. But if you have a wall handy, you might be able to just snuggle yourself up. A bit hard for me. All my pictures are in my way. And it's cold on the stone floor. So getting your buttocks all the way up towards the wall edge. And again, you can relax the knees. You can soften through the knees here. Maybe the feet are slightly apart, resting on the heels. Soften through the toes and the feet. And you can choose the option again, your choice, always decisions. Making cactus arms or the hands by the side of the body. Close the eyes and let the legs drop deep into the hip sockets. The weight of the legs is just bearing down towards the earth. Your hip sockets are relaxed, ready to receive the weight. The pelvis is spread out underneath you. The back is nice and grounded. And the head and the neck are soft, long and relaxed. Take a moment just to draw back into the area between the eyebrows. Not letting your thoughts be distracted, being completely present here for the last posture. And taking your time to come out, just rolling over onto the left or the right hip, bringing the legs down, and then just staying there on your side for a moment. And then making yourself warm and comfortable. We're going to come into our final relaxation. A nice long one today. So using bolsters underneath the knees, maybe a block underneath the head or a cushion if you've got one. Having a blanket, trying not to let the temperature of your body drop too much. Making yourself comfortable. Close the eyes. And try to remain as still as possible throughout the practice of Yoga Nidra. Visualize the four walls of your room, the ceiling, the floor, and your body lying there. Feel into your body from the inside. Feel the clothes touching your skin. And have a sense of the space around you and the space that you are occupying. Feel the support of the ground, the gravity from above giving you weight to the floor. You are being held. Make any final adjustments now so that you are at ease, and try to remain as still as possible throughout the practice. Move your awareness around your body like a spark. Eyes, lips, jaw, all relaxed. Throat, chest, belly, legs, all at ease. Feel your whole body start to relax. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just be here. And don't worry if you drift in and out of consciousness. It's perfectly natural. And when you drift away, come back to the sound of my voice. Now set your sankalpa, or your intention. What is your heart's greatest desire? Take a moment to think about this in the area just between the eyebrows. Visualize and imagine your sankalpa or intention. State it 3 times to yourself in the positive, as if it had already happened. An I am statement. See it, picture it as having already happened. Listen for distant sounds, sounds radiating outward. Sound to sound, not labeling or judging. Now listen for closer sounds, sounds just outside. No need to analyze, simply be a witness to them. You are the witness, still and calm, observing your body breathing. Take a moment to find your safe haven, a place that you can return to at any stage where you feel secure, calm, and safe. Here in this place, there is nothing to solve or fix or run towards or away from. Just be. Now observe the mind, the thoughts and images. Let them all happen and flow through you. Let go of the past thoughts of the day. They drift away along with your attention. Be aware of your body breathing. Begin to shape your breath. Belly smooth, no pauses. Let your breath flow effortlessly. Let your awareness sweep from the top of your head to your toes in a wave of relaxation. And now begin to count backwards on each exhale from 10. As you count back, imagine that you are walking down a staircase. With each step, you get heavier and become more relaxed. Counting backwards on each exhale, you get heavier and become more relaxed. Now let go of the counting. Bring your attention to your mouth, your lips, your tongue, roof of the mouth, floor of the mouth. Feel your teeth as if they were floating in the gums. Bring awareness to the inside of your cheeks and the taste in your mouth. Feel your left and right temples, both of your ears. Take your attention down into the ear canals and feel them deepen. Bring consciousness to your earlobes and the skin around your ears. Your forehead softens and smoothens, as do the lines between your eyes. Become aware of the hair on your head. Now take your attention to your nostrils, the right and left nostril, and the bridge of the nose. Sense the aroma and movement of air into the nasal passages. Now to your eyes. Let your eyes deepen and soften in the sockets. The right eye and the left eye become heavy like pebbles. When you let go of sight, inner vision becomes brighter. Notice your right hand, right thumb, index finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, wrist, elbow, right shoulder, right side of the chest, right armpit, right side of the waist, right thigh, knee, ankle, top of the right foot, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the right heel, the back of the leg, and the buttocks. Bring your attention to your left hand, the left thumb, the index finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, wrist, elbow, left shoulder, left side of the chest, left armpit, left side of the waist, left thigh, knee, ankle, top of the left foot, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, left heel, back of the leg, and the buttocks. Feel both of your legs heavy, rooted, and grounded. Take your attention to the front of the body, the soft spot at the base of the throat, the chest, the solar plexus, and the abdomen. Feel your pelvis, the whole front of the body, light and spacious. Take your attention to the back of the body, the base of the neck, upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum, and tailbone. The entire back of the body at ease. Feel your whole body lying there now on the floor. Become a witness to your whole body as if you were looking at yourself from above. As you relax effort, feel the breath rise and fall of its own accord. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. When you are ready to come back, slowly deepen your breath. Become aware of the space. Become aware of the floor, the ceiling, and the walls around you. And begin to move your toes and your fingers, and choosing to stretch or drawing the knees in and rolling and massaging out. Taking time to come out of Shavasana and return to a comfortable seat where you began your practice. We'll bring our hands to Anjali Mudra. There is no rush. Taking a moment just to sit and be present with yourself after practice. And just return and reflect to your own sankalpa that you set during your Yoga Nidra. Repeat that now to yourself 3 times, visualizing it as real and as already happened in an I am statement. And reminding yourself that you are the leader of your life and you get to decide the way it will go. Making choices and decisions for you. Give yourself a big thank you for showing up, your commitment to practice, and I thank you all. Namaste.